Hi there and welcome back to my office. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nick and I am an eBay reseller. I buy stuff and I sell it on the internet for profit. That's how I earn a living. So it's been a few days and I haven't really made a video in my office letting you know what I'm up to. Stock is clearing rapidly and I picked out another bunch of stuff to get sorted and listed today. So I thought I'd just show you what I'm working on. Okay, so first few bits. This was actually a mic we picked up to use with our iPhones for when filming vlogs, etc. And we have upgraded our iPhones and this no longer fits. So I am buying kind of the upgraded version of this and I'm selling this to fund that next purchase. So that should get us back about 35. Got this, which is, as somebody kindly pointed out in the video, it's not a juicer, it is a smoothie maker. It's a Kenwood New York smoothie maker. That needs a thorough clean, so I'm going to take that into the kitchen and give that a thorough wash. This as well from that last video, yeah, this should be an easy list and an easy sale. This is a garden outdoor darts set. Now, part of the government's plan to get us slowly out of lockdown was to allow golf courses to reopen. So I thought these golf shoes that we sold a while back and they were returned, I will relist those, get those on. So that's a few bits to start with, and then the other couple that I want to get done in here. Now these I picked up from a tip shop ages ago now and I just haven't dealt with them. They are all these Stella Artois chalices. So yeah, I don't want to ship these, far too fragile and there's so many of them. So I'm going to do local collection, see if I can just get rid of those. I just want some space back, so they owe me very little, so I'm happy to just move those. And then this, I don't know how long I'd had this. It's a little mixer, not sure if it's a Kenwood. Oh, it's Moulinex, there you go, it's a Moulinex mixer, so I need to get that tested and listed as well. So there you go, that's what I'm up to at the minute. I'm going to clean, prep and photograph those few bits, get those listed and then pull out some more stuff. Once I've done a few more bulky bits, I'm going to go through and condense the shelves and then bring down. I really want to get a load of car parts on. In the loft I've got loads of multiples of the same parts, but I need to bring them down, work out numbers, get the listings done. And I'm really itching to get those on. Car parts have been going quite well for us. I think a lot of people during lockdown have been messing about with home mechanics and doing simple like oil changes, home maintenance, that sort of stuff. And in the loft I've got a lot of little mud guard flap sets, and that's a sort of home mechanics job. I think they would sell well at the minute, so I really want to get those on. So plan is to get the stuff I pulled out listed today, pull out a load more bulk, and then all this space that's appearing, I'll condense that perhaps into one whole bay and bring down more car parts. Okay, so before I go to the trouble of cleaning this up, there's no point if it's not functioning. So quickly, I plugged it in, so that should work now. Okay, so I have been and cleaned up the whole thing, taken it all apart. I think it's well worth, when you do pictures of mixers, smoothie makers, this sort of stuff, to do at least one picture where you show it all broken down. I might actually break it down even further. Can't do it one-handed. See if I can. It just shows that you've had it all apart, all of the bits are there, etc. There we go, something like that. And that will make a great picture. Perhaps use it all, put it all together and use that as a lead image, but then show all of the parts and do close-ups of how clean the blade is, etc. It just instills confidence in the buyer, and that's what it's all about. That's what your listing should be doing. Basically instilling confidence in the buyer that the item is, it's complete, it's been looked after, it's been cleaned, whatever it is. It just gives the buyer that little bit of confidence to buy yours rather than somebody else's. Okay, so the golf shoes, I don't have the original box. If you do have the original box for shoes, it's well worth putting the box in, the lead image, perhaps stand the shoes on the box. That really helps. So obviously a picture of the tag, a close-up of that would be good. I like to get a picture showing the tread, something like that. Maybe get a close-up so the buyer can see instantly that these have not been worn. There's no wear at all. But yeah, not much more to say really. It's a pair of shoes, just take a bunch of pictures. Right, so onto these Stella glasses. I'm going to do a picture of the box because it is the original Stella Artois box, and then I think I'll get them all out and just arrange them and make them look nice. I'm not sure if these are used. Yeah, well, they're dusty because they've been in storage. See, ideally I need to rinse these out really. Yeah, they've had very little use if they are used. I'll probably sell them as used like new. I can't see any real wear to the little gold bit around the top. So yeah, a couple of pictures of them in the box and then I'll stand them out and get some nice shots. Okay, I think this is a good example of how much more impressive and saleable an item looks if you take the time to just lay it out. I've said this before, but I really think constructing a picture and showing off your item is half the battle. You've got to think like a salesman, you know, show off the good points, maybe get a shot from down here as well, but you want to show how many, so I'm thinking maybe if I hold one in the foreground and have the rest in the background. I don't know, but that is a way better sales tool as a picture than just a box of glasses. Okay, it's a little while later. I made the mistake of going down the rabbit hole of emails and have been totally distracted answering messages. And I've had a couple of messages from people who when I last showed, I went through all of my backlog of stock and I showed that I had 2 original Xboxes, and I've had a few inquiries about those, people wanting to maybe purchase them. I've just pulled them off the shelves and I thought I'd show a bit more detail because these are modded Xboxes. So if we, here's my afternoon tea and cake. So yeah, I've not had these set up yet. These were actually given to me by a friend of ours, Neil, who didn't want to deal with them, and they have sat on the shelf ever since. Now I'm not sure what this mod is or what it does, but you can see there's a wire with a little connector there and these switches on that one. And on the crystal, similar mod, you've got 3 little switches here, and again this wire coming out here. Yeah, so if anybody knows what that mod is or is likely to be, as I say, I haven't had these set up yet and tested them. They come with pads and leads and all of the usual gubbins. So yeah, if you have messaged me about the Xboxes, yeah, I am still working on these. I need to find time. I might do it this afternoon if I get spare time to set them up and check that they work. But feel free to make me an offer, and if you do have any information about what this mod is likely to be, just let me know. Another thing I've been talking to people about on email and trying to catch up with the endless backlog of email that we get is to follow up on the video we made about the eBay return. So many people have gone out of their way to share their horror stories and experiences with eBay customer service, and I've been thinking about putting together a video for, what is it now, a couple of months since we made that first video. The trouble is, a lot of the comments I wanted to share that were shared publicly on that video, I just can't find them. There are over 6,000 comments on that video now, and it takes hours of scrolling and scrolling to just find the comments to read them. I may still make that video, but a few people have messaged me privately and have agreed that I can share their experiences. And I think to keep that conversation going and to keep people chatting about our rights as sellers, I think that's important, that we share our stories and keep that conversation going. So I'm going to try and put together a video at some point soon, just sharing some of these experiences when I can find the time. Okay, it's a little bit later now. Just had an order come in, and it's from a viewer who is Sean. Now this Lego set, it's not a particularly expensive Lego set, it's only sold for £9. But this is one that sold before and it was sent out and it wasn't picked up. It either went to an Argos or like a corner shop, one of those collection points, and they never collected it, so it was returned to us. So I relisted it and Sean has picked it up, so that will be shipped out to you tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it. It's a cool little set. It's like a kind of a robotic shark submarine thing. Very cool. And you may remember I was ploughing through what I had left in stock of Magic the Gathering cards. That's pretty much all been dealt with now, and I'm starting to see sales coming in from that. A couple more just came in today. This just in, sold that, which is Hinterland Harbour, which was, I think it was a £6 card. Yes, £6 card. And I've just sold a bundle. I job lotted loads of the uncommon cards. Now uncommon cards don't really hold much more value than common cards really, but they were all pre-sorted from when I had a big sort out of cards. So these were already sorted into a big job lot of uncommons. So I bundled them together and sold all of these as a bundle, and they were only on for a couple of days. I priced it to sell. I priced it really competitively, and I got £15 for that bundle. So the magic is going well. I still need to go through that lot that Sam Reselling Polly sent down. I need to do a live stream and just research it live and have a chat about Magic the Gathering. Anyway, I think I will wrap up here. I need to test that other mixer that I took off the shelf, so I'm going to get that set up and run that. I might show you that if I remember to film it, but apart from that I think I will wrap up here. Yeah, I'll drop in a clip here when I get that mixer working. Okay, so with these, if you're ever trying to test one of these and it's not something you use in your everyday life, you may not be aware that they have an automatic safety function. Virtually all mixers that I've ever had, where they have to have the bowl and the lid on and twisted and engaged, and that kind of triggers a safety switch. They will not fire up without the bowl and the lid in place and twisted tight. Anyway, so that's all set up, so hopefully yep, perfect. So I'm going to give this a bit of a clean, get everything set up again, lay it all out, and get that listed. And there we go. So I'll wrap up here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please drop me a message below. If you're new here and you've not subscribed, please think about subscribing. We put out videos every week all about how we earn our living, selling all of this stuff on the internet. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon.